Shopping for a used BMW X5 can feel exciting until repair bills hit. Some X5 years are solid daily drivers, while others drain your budget fast. This guide focuses on real-world ownership pain points, not just brochure specs. You will learn which BMW X5 years to avoid and why. You will also get smarter alternatives if you still want an X5. Let us start with how this list is built, so it stays practical. I weighted owner complaints, recurring failures, and expensive powertrain patterns. I also prioritized issues that repeatedly appear after normal mileage increases. One-off recalls matter less than chronic failures that return after repair. Maintenance history can save a risky year, but only up to a point. If a year has multiple costly weak spots, it lands on a void. Now let us go generation by generation, starting with the earliest models. First generation X5 models run from 2000 through 2006, known as E53. The main years to avoid here are 2000, 2001, 2002, and 2003. These early trucks often suffer cooling system failures that can overheat engines quickly. Radiators, expansion tanks, and hoses can fail earlier than many buyers expect. Overheating on these engines can escalate from minor leak to major damage. Some early transmissions also show harsh shifts and premature wear under load. Electrical gremlins are another common complaint in those earliest E53 years. Window regulators, door locks, and modules can fail at inconvenient times. If you still buy an early E53, budget a large maintenance reserve. A spotless service file helps, but it does not erase design weaknesses. Later E53 years, especially 2005 and 2006, are usually safer bets. They are not perfect, but major patterns are generally less severe. Still inspect for cooling refresh work, transmission behavior, and transfer case noise. Any clunking during low-speed turns can signal expensive driveline issues. Scan all modules before purchase, not just engine and transmission codes. That single step can reveal hidden faults the seller never mentions. Second generation X5 models run 2007 through 2013, called E70. The years most buyers should avoid are 2007, 2008, 2009, and 2010. Early E70 models can carry expensive electronic and drivetrain complexity problems. Suspension components, especially if equipped with air systems, can fail expensively. Turbocharged engine options in these years can bring high repair risk. Oil leaks, injector issues, and high-pressure fuel system faults appear repeatedly. V8 variants are especially risky if maintenance was delayed by previous owners. Many listings look attractive because deferred maintenance is hidden until ownership begins. Diesel E70s can be efficient, but add emissions system repair exposure. When those components fail, repair bills can exceed typical used car expectations. Later E70 years, especially 2012 and 2013, are generally more refined. They still need careful inspection, but major early bugs were reduced. Check for oil leaks around valve covers and oil filter housing. Confirm transfer case fluid history and smooth operation at low speed. Listen for drivetrain shudder under light acceleration from a stop. That symptom can hint at costly transfer case or transmission problems. Never skip a cold start test, because many faults hide when warm. Third generation X5 models run 2014 through 2018, called F15. The most cautious approach is avoiding 2014, the first model year. First-year redesigns often carry software bugs and component teething issues. 2014 models can show infotainment glitches, sensor issues, and electronic faults. Powertrain reliability varies heavily by engine choice and maintenance history here. 1550i V8 versions can be costly if prior care was weak. Six-cylinder models are usually safer, especially with complete service documentation. By 2016 to 2018, many early F15 issues were improved. Those years are often the best value balance for used buyers. Still inspect cooling system, oil leaks, and electronic convenience features thoroughly. Check every seat, camera, sensor, and driver assist function during inspection. Luxury electronics failures are common and surprisingly expensive to fix. Do not assume everything works just because the dash is clear. Use a specialist pre-purchase inspection, not a basic quick check. That alone can save thousands on a bad buy. Fourth generation X5 models start in 2019, called G05. The main year to approach carefully is 2019, another first-year redesign. Many owners report software bugs, sensor glitches, and random warning messages. Some issues were corrected later through updates and production changes. From 2020 onward, reliability trends generally look stronger than 2019. Still, verify update history and check for completed recall campaigns. Modern X5s are feature-heavy, so software health matters as much as hardware. A clean test drive is not enough without a full system scan. Especially test adaptive systems, camera calibration, and parking assist behavior. Minor faults today can become major module replacements tomorrow. Now let us summarize the strongest BMW X5 years to avoid. Avoid 2000 to 2003 in E53 unless pricing is extremely favorable. Avoid 2007 to 2010 in E70 unless maintenance proof is exceptional. Avoid 2014 in F15 if you want fewer first-year headaches. Be cautious with 2019 G05 if software stability is a priority. These are not automatic failures, but they carry higher ownership risk. If you want safer picks, target 2005 to 2006 E53. For E70, 2012 to 2013 usually offer better maturity. For F15, 2016 to 2018 often hit a sweet spot. For G05, 2020 and newer are typically safer than 2019. Engine choice matters almost as much as model year. A neglected good year can be worse than a maintained risky year. Always verify oil change intervals and cooling system service records. Look for transmission fluid history even if BMW called it lifetime. Check for transfer case, servicing, and any drivetrain warning history. Ask for receipts, not just verbal claims about regular maintenance. On test drive, include highway, stop and go, and tight parking turns. Pay attention to vibrations, delayed shifts, and steering or brake oddities. Let the engine idle, then check for smoke, leaks, or roughness. Run a full diagnostic scan before money changes hands. If possible, use a BMW specialist for the pre-purchase inspection. A general shop may miss platform-specific failure patterns. Budget a repair reserve even with a strong year and clean history. Luxury SUVs always cost more to maintain than mainstream alternatives. But buying the right year dramatically lowers the chance of financial pain. Use this list as a filter, then validate each vehicle individually. Do not rush because another listing always appears next week. Patience usually saves more money than negotiating an obviously risky example. Get the cleanest history and condition first, then negotiate price second. If you want, I can make a buyer checklist for your exact budget next.